Atrioc, look at this insane Amazon union busting training video.
During this course, we'll cover several important topics, such as our position on unions, associate rights, signs of employee disengagement, and how to identify, escalate, and address associate concerns. We are not anti-union, but we are not neutral either. We will boldly defend our direct relationship with associates as best for the associate, the business, and our shareholders.
We're not anti-union, but we're not neutral. Well, you're definitely not pro-union, so... So that only really leaves the option of being anti, bro. You can't just say we're not anti-union, but... I'm not necessarily anti-war, but I'm not neutral, and I definitely... definitely am pro-war. It doesn't make sense.
Our customers, our shareholders, or most importantly, our associates. Our business model is built upon speed, innovation, and customer obsession. Things that are generally not associated with unions. When we lose sight of those critical focus areas, we jeopardize everyone's job security. We don't badmouth unions in general, but we will speak openly with associates about unions, including any specific concerns about particular unions involved in organizing. And we share our preference for a direct working relationship frequently and boldly, even when no organizing activity has occurred. You will learn about the warning signs most commonly associated with early union organizing, as well as other...
The warning signs? The warning signs of early union organizing. Like, it's a fucking...
warning signs that could indicate associate disengagement, vulnerability to organizing, or early organizing activity. We have a right and responsibility to share our position that a direct working relationship is better for the customer, the company, and the associate. In order to be able to do that effectively, it is critical that we recognize the early warning signs of potential organizing and escalate concerns promptly.
So they're saying you have to narc early if people are trying to organize. That's crazy.
The most obvious signs would include use of words associated with unions or union-led movements like living wage or steward, petitions, or other concerted activity.
This can't be fucking real. Are you joking? You say living wage and they have to report it to a manager? That's so dystopian, bro. That is so, like, spy and narc on each other. Target anti-union propaganda? What's this? With music like this, how could it be wrong?
Welcome to Target, where we know you'll have a terrific experience. I'm Doug.
And I'm Maria. And even if you already started working here, you're already part of an important team in a great Target store.
That's right. Now, you were chosen to work in our store because we think you'll help us achieve our vision of being the best company ever.
You'll probably learn something new every day, at least for a little while.
There'll also be a lot of challenges, but there's nothing we can't solve by working together. The leadership team and your fellow team members are anxious to help you and to make working at Target a positive and rewarding
I trust this
experience.
guy. Look at his smile.
If you ever have a question, all you have to do is ask it. Everyone here from the CEO down wants you to be successful. In fact, Target prides itself on our open door.
What I can tell most is that she's definitely not reading. This is coming from the heart. You can tell because her eyes are fixed on one specific point, which is what you do when you're being honest.
Ask your ET.
We're in a very competitive business, and we're changing all the time. We have to, in order to stay ahead of the other guys. Now, just a few years ago, we really didn't sell that much in the way of grocery items. But now, well, many of our stores have a full-line grocery.
Yeah!
And others sell many more food items, which means that we're now competing not only with other retailers, but with grocery stores too.
That's a huge challenge, but we believe we can win the battle with the competition because not only do we have high quality products at competitive prices, we've got the best guest service in the business.
You
and
betcha.
because we're the best, that makes those of us at Target a target ourselves.
We're a target because we're a threat to unions. The unions that represent grocery store workers.
When we take business away from unionized grocery stores, that means they need fewer employees.
And fewer grocery store employees mean fewer union members. And fewer members, well, that's a problem for the union business. That's right, I said business. Union business.
As opposed to the Target business. That's a family. Oh, I can't trust businesses. I should just trust Target.
A union's only source of income is the money they charge members.
Money for initiation, and dues, and fines, and assessments. You get the picture.
Yikes.
So it's pretty obvious that the fewer members their business has, the less money they collect.
It's making a
The
lot of sense
union's
to
only
me.
alternative is to get more people to pay their hard-earned money to them in dues every month.
And that's becoming more and more of a problem for unions every day. 50 years ago, 1 out of every 3 workers was in a union. Today, that number, excluding government workers.
This is like the chart that shows like why fucking wages haven't kept up with productivity, why fucking all workers' rights is in the shitter, and they're celebrating it. They're showing it as like proof. That's so funny.
One of the biggest reasons is that workers know that all the good things unions once did, child safety laws, workman's comp, all of that, they're all laws today. Laws protecting workers. They were passed a long time ago.
And nobody wants to pay dues for something they already have.
So the numbers just keep...
I can't believe they didn't include that. That's actually so funny. They included all the good things unions did, but like, okay, they're done now. They're done now. There's nothing else that needs to be done. That's such a funny argument.
If the unions did try to organize target team members, they could also try and bring along their way of doing business, an old-fashioned, rigid structure.
Old-fashioned is right. Being able to change quickly and adapt to new opportunities, being flexible. That's the key to running a successful business in today's market, and we've got the flexibility now.
Right you are. No one knows exactly what could happen, but there are lots of examples of how rigid grocery store union contracts could hurt our store's ability to serve guests and actually hurt our team members in the process.
Let's say you're working in stationery, but you're walking
the...
through domestics on your way to check on something. A guest stops you and asks for help. What would you do? Without even thinking about it, you'd stop and give them any assistance they required. But what if union work rules say you can't work outside of your department? What do you tell the guest? Sorry, I can't help you? That makes you look bad. But more importantly, it means our guest doesn't get immediate attention.
The black and white like an infomercial.
And it might not come back.
Fucking funny, bro.
So everyone gets hurt. Everyone except the union.
Sounds pretty scary.
Right now, team members can get more hours based on their ability to cover more than one area. You have the option of being cross-trained and becoming a more valuable member of your team.
That's right. But with a rigid union contract, that may no longer be an option.
Yikes.
Also, under the old-fashioned union rules that really haven't changed in decades, seniority rules. Rather than treating people as individuals, everything depends on when you were hired. Schedules, job assignments, promotions, transfers, even days off are often decided by seniority only.
Well, I'm a new employee. I don't want that.
Can be one of the least efficient and really not a nice way to operate. There's no regard for individual skills or needs of each team member. Top workers suffer because their performance isn't reflected in job assignments or promotions. And the company suffers because the best qualified people don't necessarily get the right jobs.
Once again, the only winner is the union. They can justify collecting dues from people who don't get the jobs or
Gross
hours
guarantees
they
of better life as time goes on.
Seniority.
What about your ability to fire someone at will for no cause? What about protection from layoffs? What about protection from overwork? Or from excessive hours, or it's called family. That's old union stuff. That's crazy. I mean, this is fucking crazy. Wait. Maria and Doug was filmed under the jurisdiction of American Federation of Television and Radio Artists, and Rick Wright, who plays Doug, is in a union. If someone hires me to play a rapist, does that make me a rapist? You take the job and you're an actor. Am I pro-union? Absolutely. That is a funny fucking sentence. Maria is also a union actor. The anti-union content struck him as very awkward. So funny. He's not even a Target employee. That's so fucking funny.
Philosophy on unions.
Hi, I'm Jim Router. Team members have the right to join unions, but they also have a right.
This is like fucking Hypnotoad from Futurama. The swirling pattern is trying to convince me. I feel like he's trying to fucking wizard our brain. He looks like a Bond villain, yeah.
Experience has shown us that, after learning the facts, Target team members agree union representation is not in their best interest. In fact, not one group of Target team members today has chosen to be represented by a union. Ultimately, what works best for Target and our team members is the ability to meet challenges, resolve issues, and grow the business together without the interference of a union or other third party. Third-party representation, trying to divide us, is contrary to our company philosophy.
Stop
and
saying
beliefs.
us
Our
and
team
we, bro.
environment strives to create a clear, direct
We
path
don't
of
get any of the
communication.
money. It's no
We
profit
believe
sharing.
in solving issues and concerns by working together.
This is the Stans fit. That is a good point. This is exactly what Stans would wear. This guy, Jim Rowater, now works for the fucking ACLU. Chief of People, Equity, Diversity, Inclusion, and Belonging.
No more open door. With a union, you no longer have your own voice. Have a great suggestion? You can't take it directly to your manager.
No!
You have to go through the union layers. Need help with a problem? Same thing. Someone else will do the talking for you. Promises.
I love my...
That's something else you might hear from a union. Unions often make big promises about wages and benefit increases if the team member will only sign their card. Those are promises they can't keep.
The fact is, a union...
Because we're going to bust them. God, I feel like this would make me want to join a union so fucking bad. This feels like the villain video in a video game. I feel like this forces me into it at Target. Like, this video is treating me as the Target employee viewer as a fucking idiot. I think everyone in chat loves the open door policy we have here, where, like, you can come to me with a problem and I just talk to you directly. And we have a good back and forth. But where there's a union, it's like, uh-oh.
Union free.
Well, I'm convinced.